So yeah, so now I'm going to ferment. There's a bucket. This is a 3 gallon. This is a 4 gallon bucket. So and this is a 1 gallon, 1 gallon water. Yeah. So we're going to add two of this to the bucket. So this is a 4 gallon bucket, and this is 1 gallon of feed. If you look at it this way, yeah. So that's a quart of the bucket. So now what we're going to do now, we're going to add 2 gallon of water. So here we're going to add 2 gallon of water to this, and let it sit for 2 to 3 days, and you can start using by the third day or the fourth day. Yeah, because by right we can ferment for up to 4 days, and remember that this will keep soaking up the liquid and expanding. So if you do it properly, and remember, you don't have to put on a tight lid on it. You can barely cover the lid and let it get some air also, or you can just cover it all out, your choice. So here we're gonna add water now. So we already added 1 gallon to this, and if you notice, 1 gallon feed in a 4 gallon bucket, 1 gallon of water, the water is all soaked up. So I'm going to add a second gallon to it. And I'm going to leave this. I'm going to cover this and leave it for 3 days. In 3 days time I will pull the lid and you will see how it look. Then I can start feeding from day 3 or day 4. Yeah. The key is make sure it doesn't stay too long, because after a while it can become sour. After about 9 days, 8-9 days, it can get sour, and the chicks will probably don't really like it. So the best to start feeding to your chicks depends on the amount you have. If you have a lot of chicks, yeah, and you have to ferment a lot of feed, start feeding from day 3, and by day 4, day 5, day 6, even day 7, we'll finish that batch. And in the meantime though, what you have to do also is that at day 3 or at day 4, you need to have a next batch, set a next batch to ferment. Today is Monday, and Friday I actually put some feed in 2 buckets. Yeah, this is a 5.5 gallon bucket. That is a 4 gallon bucket. So I actually put quarter of this bucket was filled with feed, and then I add enough water to bring it to half. And that was Friday. Today is Monday. If you look at it, you can see the feed has actually swollen. Yeah, it absorbs the water and it rise. So here's the next bucket also, as you can see. So from quarter bucket to a full bucket. From quarter bucket to a full bucket. And this is why fermented feed is actually value for your money. Yeah? So it reduces their cost, as I've been saying. So I'm supposed to buy 40 bags of feed. And because of fermentation, I only have to buy about 10 to 15 bags of feed. And you don't have to ask about it, because you can see for yourself. The chicks love it. I put some of the feed in one pan just to show you. I notice there they are. They're also picking anything off the ground, and drop on the ground and picking it off. Yeah? And if you look at the chicks, you'll see that they are basically the same size. They are basically the same size and almost the same weight. So fermented feed is the way to go. So as you can see, they all love this. They love the taste of it. Even the drops on the ground, they're picking it up. As you can see. And this fermented feed is now 4 days old. So some videos will tell you that you should ferment for 24 hours. Yeah, but the real experts, they will tell you you can ferment up to 4 days. Yeah, and the thing is that if you ferment for 4 days or 5 days, it can serve up to 7 days. The key is to make sure you do not ferment too much at once. For instance, I use my buckets. Yeah, I use my buckets to, yeah, and I'll fill each bucket to quarter, and then I'll add water up to half, and then I will leave it to ferment. Yeah, so you do a small amount. I have 150 birds. And I want to do 2 buckets. These 2 buckets will serve for 2 days. Yeah, these will serve for 2 days. So it's a win-win. Yeah, so yeah, and as for the water, when you ferment when you ferment the feed and the water that is on it, you can also throw the water in the feeder as well. They will drink it, they will love it, you know. Yeah. And remember, this is a medicated feed. This is a starter feed. Yeah, and it has a medication. So when we ferment, yeah, and they drink the water, they're also getting the medicine as well. So it's a win-win. Yeah. So there it is, part 2. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for the support.